In 2008, the Utah legislature passed a resolution withdrawing themselves as trustee for the Utah Navajo Trust Fund. And understanding that that trust relationship was created in federal statute in 1933 and reaffirmed in 1968, the state has functioned as the trustee for these many years. The only exception when the state withdrew was it would continue disbursements for approved housing and building projects, which we have done with Tony Daish's crew, and also for scholarships for Navajo students. That was to expire in May of 2010 because we hadn't had the substituted trustee. That had to be extended to 2012, which was done. The legislature is adamant that they will not serve as trustee, that the state of Utah is to withdraw as trustee. And they have charged me, and the governor has charged me, to meet with the Navajos in Utah and explain that the state has withdrawn and wishes now another trustee to be retained. President Ben Shelly visited with the governor and myself and said that he would not object to this new arrangement, but first he wanted to have a town hall meeting with every chapter, which he did. Thereafter, Governor Herbert flew to Window Rock last fall, and there he met President Shelly and said, Mr. Shelly, Mr. President, with all due respect, the state of Utah is going to withdraw as trustee. We will not take that back. We are withdrawing as trustee. Please, can you have this worked out among your people? As you know, the nation has generally taken the position in opposition to the transfer of the trustee, saying that the money should go to Window Rock. The governor said, if you do not get this done by 2012, because this has been going on for so many years, and we're not applying the money to the Utah Navajos. Meanwhile, this money is sitting dormant, unused. It is your money, you have needs for it, and it is being not used, except for the two exceptions I mentioned. Nothing happened, obviously, in 2012, therefore the legislature and the governor have assigned me to come to this place. 3 or 4 weeks ago, I journeyed to Washington, D.C., where I met with Senator Hatch's staff, Senator Lee, Representative Chaffetz, Representative Bishop, Representative Stewart, and Representative Matheson. And they agreed that the best solution under the circumstances was for a private trustee to be appointed. Now, who should that be? The idea has been broached that a 501c3 corporation be established, a non-profit corporation established under IRS regulation, the Utah Dene. And the Dene Corporation will have a board of directors of 9 directors, 1 from each chapter, an extra 1 from Aneth and UT. A total of 9 board members. Each board member would be appointed by the chapter. Mr. President, who are your representatives? Yeah, do you know?
Leonard Lee and Susan Philemon.
Philemon and Leslie?
Leonard.
Oh. So you have your 2 representatives. Now, we have used this example, that the people of Utah elect every year a governor, 75 members of the House of Representatives and 29 senators. And they spend our tax money of $12 billion. If we don't like the way they spend it, we run against them or we campaign against them and we throw the rascals out. That's the system. And so the system is thought to be for you, that if you have a trusteeship that you own, that is yours, that is only populated with Navajos appointed by chapters, 9 members, that it is Utah Navajos conceiving plans for Utah Navajos, dispersing money for Utah Navajos. And so we have approached Senator Hatch and asked him to run a bill that would change the trustee from the state of Utah to the Utah Dene Corporation. And that is the proposal on the table now. I understand Aneth has many objections to this, unique objections, because of Aneth's historical feeling that these royalties should come to Aneth. I understand that. That's very unfortunate, but there's nothing we can do about this. So we have only one option, really. The legislature has said we're a hard place. We are done. So they're the hard place. The Navajo Nation, you don't want them to be the trustee. And so they're the rock. So we have a rock and a hard place, and we're caught between. And that is, what do we do between the rock and a hard place? We don't say, well, we'll pick the rock or we'll pick the hard place. The legislature has said no. Congress has not yet said yes. And so we need to decide, and we need to move forward. If this is voted down, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And people complain and say, well, you're bringing us a deal that's already done. In a way, that's true. Because the legislature said, we resign. And people have said, the Utah Navajos have said, don't go through the nation. So the only solution that good minds can think of is this. So let me have that interpreted, and then we'll open it up.